Okay, the fourth and last presentation for this round of the Startup Rally. Give a hand to Guy Rosen from Onavo.
Can you hear me? Thank you, Patrick. So my name is Guy Rosen, and I'm here to save all of you a lot of hard-earned cash by telling you about Onavo. So who here has a smartphone? Let's have a quick show of hands. Just like everybody. How many of you would like to pay less for your phone every month, or especially when you travel with it? And again, everybody. So let's look at these little devils that we love so much. The thing about them is that whatever we do with them, whether it's web, apps, or email, they always use up data. And this data is not free. Mobile data costs money. It is capped. It is metered. It is tiered. And moreover, data usage is kind of a black hole. We don't understand it, and we can't control it. That is where Onavo comes in. Onavo is here to let you take back control of your mobile data. Onavo makes your data usage transparent, manageable, and efficient. Onavo saves you money. So today we're here to launch our first app for the iPhone. This app is going to save you a lot of money by compressing your iPhone's data usage so that you actually use less data. And less data means you get to pay less. It can double or even triple your data plan. And it's especially powerful for travelers because we all love to pay for data roaming, right? The greatest thing about it is that it is totally seamless. After you install Onavo, you go back to using your iPhone just as you always did. There are no new apps to get used to, no extra hardware to carry around. It even shows you which apps have been using up your data so that you can make smart and informed choices about them. But don't believe anything I'm saying. We're going to see this in action. Against Patrick's better advice, we're going to try an interactive live demo here. So hoping this all works. What we see here is a live broadcast of my iPhone, which is sitting back there at the end of the hall. On the left-hand side, we can see live counters after Onavo's compression. Now, what I'd like all of you to do is to send me stuff. So go to our Facebook page called Onavo and leave a comment there right now, live. You get to see your name up here on stage. Or tweet us or follow us at Onavo on Twitter. Or even, if you like, just send me an email. the letter G, @onavo.com. And we can already see, this is, lots of people there already getting their name up here. This is saving us quite a lot of money. The costs up here, by the way, are based on what an AT&T user pays using data here in the Netherlands, for example. $19.96 per megabyte. That sounds pretty fair, I think. The thing that you may notice here is that this is the regular iPhone mail application. With Onavo, it's totally seamless. Use your mail app, your browser, your everything. You don't have to change the way you work. It runs seamlessly in the background. All right, well, how much have you saved so far? This was just over what? A couple of minutes, $4 saved here. Just these emails would have cost me $4.50. But they cost me 30 cents instead. That is a big difference. The thing about mobile data is that you're basically paying for somebody else's stuff. If somebody sends you a fat email, or you go to a website which is badly optimized, or maybe you run an app which is kind of badly behaved, you're paying for the data. That doesn't make sense. That is what Onavo is about. It's about taking back that control so that you have a say in how much you pay for your data usage. So I can see we've saved over 90% of the data in this case, and this was just over, what, 2 minutes. So if you guys would like to enjoy these savings as well, Onavo is, as of right now, available on the iPhone App Store. So go ahead, download it. It's free for the time being. Tell your friends, and start saving money. Thank you very much.
Oh. That was very impressive. Very impressive. I'm also very glad that you didn't take my advice and just did the live demo.
We had like 5 backup plans.
Yeah, Z.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, generally awesome. So how does it work exactly? How are you tracking everything?
So what happens is when you install Onavo, it sets up your iPhone so that data that is being sent from the internet to your iPhone is routed through our cloud-based service, which runs in the Amazon cloud, obviously. There, we have compression servers, which we call the magical shrinking machine. So that basically uses our patent-pending technology to shrink the amount of data that's actually required, and then sends that smaller parcel of data back to your operator and your phone, so that you use less data and that you get to pay less.
How much of that data can you actually see? I mean, can you access emails and so on? Can you see anything?
The thing is, we are just like any other router on the internet, basically. The data passes through. Anything that might be sensitive is, typically encrypted, so we can't and don't touch that anyway. So in that sense, everything is very okay.
If you're not charging for it via the iPhone app, how are you making money?
We are, the app is free for the time being right now after launch. We will be converting this into a paid model down the road as we grow.
AT&T must hate you. So how do you get to the point where AT&T doesn't tell Apple to kick you out of the App Store?
Surprisingly, despite what we thought as well, operators are much more supportive of this than we thought. There is much more an alignment of interests between this and what they need right now than meets the eye. On the domestic side, there's the whole capacity crunch issue. So anything that reduces data is welcome. And on the roaming side, operators are looking to innovate with new pricing models. And we see this happening in Europe right now quite a lot. So anything that can help them is actually very interesting. We're having some very positive discussions with some of the biggest carriers.
Do you see it as a threat that there's a trend with providers of offering unlimited data for a fixed price?
Well, the trend right now over the past year is to actually move from unlimited models to capped and tiered plans. This is what's happening around the world, everywhere, the US and Europe. This is because operators are just simply dying under the huge capacity that they have to handle, and so they have to charge more. Data usage is something that's always going to be important for users and operators to track. So either way, somebody's going to have to be on top of this data and how it works.
So I can imagine this works really well for text. You tried streaming digital media?
At this point, we don't compress video or audio, but we're working on that.